Me having a loading screen that plays before I am ready is probably the greatest joke I've ever made because 90% of my streams start showing the entire screen instead of the loading screen. Well, the audio should be working now. Hello, this is Nigel, host of the Legion, and I welcome thee to this playthrough of Blasphemous 2. I hope right now the audio on, let's go. This time with audio included. Finally acquired the ability to break those chains in the last game, and we have a lot of places to be exploring these days. We still need whatever the red sand that magical ability is, and some locations to discover. Over here we had stormed walls, and we unlocked whatever underground city was before us over here. Over here, my mistake. I have no idea what's in here. This is a locked door. This is the underground city. This needs that golden thing, and I forgot completely to look up where am I supposed to put the lumps of gold. There was a tree that required those. I forgot where that tree is located. I believe I have already explored this location. I'm gonna see what this is about, and then we'll continue discovering whatever mysteries we might be missing. Oh. I guess I didn't remove it. It was probably the absolute lack of anything.
No nos quedan más. Volved más tarde.
I can now use the hand to teleport into this place that I have already explored, but I still believe was suspicious. Might as well. I'm still not used to the alpha movement. Now, while I'm in the middle of weird exploration, I will try once again to fulfill this idea. I like superpowered characters in media that are not the object of the show. I went halfway through that mission in JJK as an example. Let's bring a different one. I really enjoyed seeing Yamamoto be the most badass creature to each. Like, Ichigo was always strong and he became quite OP, if I say so myself. But even when he did, most, if not any of the major villains, the way that you could tell if a villain was a major villain in Bleach or it was filler, if the guy had some sort of plan to fight Yamamoto at some point, that's how you know he was a major villain. Because anyone who didn't account for the absolute powerhouse that was the old man in Bleach, they were gone. They were not gonna make it far. Yes, spoilers for the latest seasons on Bleach, but I feel like even the newer villain who's like even more super powerful. He didn't want no smoke when it came to Yamamoto. The Oji-san was just too powerful. And the idea that Aizen is known for having like the greatest plans, he literally became immortal at some point in the show, and basically fulfilled his plan of getting the super magic rock that grants wishes just by wearing it. And even though he planned to do that, part of his plan still involved removing powers from Yamamoto. Woo! Let's go. I need this. Using all the wrong buttons. I have 8. Increase resistance damage as a typhoon. I need 10 to unlock the last slot for my back, so I'm gonna keep that. Where is the water place? Like, people have already spoken about this, but I don't get tired of saying it, and because I made this to express things and ideas that I have regarding these kind of topics, I will do it again. Okay, I'm definitely not grabbing that, but I need to mark it as a place that I need to return to. No, this is specifically called as Aizen made an entire creature specifically devoted to nerfing the power of the old man Yama, and he's still cooking with his bare hands. Every single move that he did was in a way that avoided his wrath. Like, he had to fight in the human world so that he could not activate his ultimate power because he was so freaking strong he would destroy the regular realm. Oh. I can see the watery city. There you go. Aha! Yes, you fisherman. What are you? You wanna... Oh, I thought you were gonna be... Come on. He either fight him in a city where he could not release. Who is that? You had enough? Screw you, man. I lost his head. He fought him in a city where he could not unleash his maximum power. He tried to debug him. And even made him have to made him try to contain the explosion of the guy that he successfully destroyed. Like, he made a guy that was intended to absorb his power while he was in his presence. And when that was not enough to beat him, he made the guy that absorbed the power explode with the power that he absorbed. And in order to not destroy everyone else that was like a normal person in the city, he had to contain the
La
explosion
antigua
himself.
catedral ha emergido del oscuro mar tintado. Nunca creí que pudiera ver esto con mis ojos vidriosos. ¿Por qué el milagro ha esperado hasta ahora para hacerla emerger? Echad un vistazo a nuestro escape.
This man is asking the real question and then goes like, ah, yeah, this is an incredibly mysterious ancient city. Why would it show up this
No
day?
nos quedan más.
Well, I have no
Volved
idea.
más
How
tarde.
about you boys some shit though? Man has his priorities straight. Gotta unlock the fight now. Putting another piece in my back so I can get the weird buff combos. Oh.
El retablo de vuestro retablo.
What is this? Glance able to perform an air recovery after being knocked back. I feel like there is a mysterious combination here waiting to happen. It recovers health after an execution and increases damage when the health maximum, and I get increased Rebel Alpha strength. Verdict to strength, verdict to strength. Open other favors. I feel like there's probably a combination here somewhere. Fire damage, lightning damage, final damage. Can I keep the grandma and the grandpa here? Increases damage inflicted when life is low. Increases damage inflicted when guild level is low. I get... If guild is at 0, the penitent one will survive a fatal blow, restoring health and battle flash to maximum. However, guild will also fill up completely.
Que las manos de...
Health with no guild and health with full health, I think. Okay. I get a second life as long as it's my first life. That's all. I was talking about Alison and Bleach. after Harrison, you could tell most of the villains were not a big deal. All of the filler villains, they didn't have a plan to deal with Yamamoto, so that's how you know they weren't super powerful. Even by the time that super quincy guy that was showed up, he had a plan. Like, he was trying to show how powerful and whatnot he was and everything, but at the end of the day, he didn't fight Yamamoto with full power. Nobody wanted it. Ah. I knew the ink bloods were looking suspicious. I knew it was coming and I still got that. What am I in there? Oh, man. This seems a good time as to run away and this is exactly what I was trying to avoid. And I failed to avoid it. And even though I know that while became super powerful, higher extra dimensionally, whatnot, the Universe Destroyer further on in the show, I still feel like, yeah, he was super strong, he got the whatever super cosmic ability he wanted, but he still never beat Yamamoto. Like, without cheating. What I believe by the end of the show, Ichigo had in fact become more powerful than Yamamoto because of all the hacks and stuff that keep the power filled up. It never felt to me that it didn't land on me that he had become like the most powerful character in his own show because Yamamoto was always such an imposing figure that it never needs actually a really good thing for shows to move. Because having the hero become super powerful like makes sense, right? That's the story that we're watching right now. Suspicious. Oh dang. Sure good. Bye. Ah, okay, I don't have a bunch of enemies. I feel like it grounds stories, like, not, they don't become realistic or something because, come on, we're talking about people using super magic swords of ghost fighting. But I think the word I like to use is becomes grounded within the context of its own universe. Because the idea that a person within universe was literally trained for over 1,000 years in the Bleach example specifically. Yamamoto was over 1,000 years old. He just checks out, you know? He's so powerful that despite the progress in the show of the protagonist, most of the villains are actually planning for the over 1,000-year-old man that is known as like the strongest guy and has trained for those 1,000 years, remaining the most powerful leader of the good guys. I feel like it grounds the shows, because in a way it's like the hero is experiencing this world and it's usually the person that just showed up, but like the world was here before them, and having the character be super powerful, the character that was already here, it's like stuff didn't start happening just because you showed up. Stuff was already happening. You get to be a part of this stuff that's happening, or you're the thing that is tipping the balance or whatever. But the dangerous creatures and superpower beings were already part of this universe. I think that's pretty great. I'm really curious to see how they attack. Okay. My favorite example is Caracono, but I also quite like Bill's virus from Dragon Ball. Because he's also over 1,000 years with millennium training and fighting, so it's only reasonable that he's extremely powerful. He's doing the whole thing that Dragon Ball basically preaches on, that hard training yields the strongest results, and they have been showing that ever since Vegeta appeared. Vegeta was always bragging and talking about how he was the prince of the Saiyans and how he was a high-class Saiyan, and at the end of the day he got matched and eventually, at some point, defeated by Goku. There is absolutely a secret here that demands I run with extreme power. Oh, I missed. Oh, I have an idea. And people showing up and being like, ah, yeah, I'm like 10 billion years old. It once again, I feel like it grounds their universe. Because knowing that in Dragon Ball there's people like Majin Buu who are far more powerful than any of that gods that they have with the Kaioshin. Like, how is this world where training for 1,000 years literally makes you one of the most powerful beings in the universe not get strong enough or powerful enough or decided that they will be like the gods of a world where anyone else can get extremely powerful but them? And the existence of a god whose whole job is to be super powerful and beat up people kinda makes sense. Like, oh, why is the Kaioshin not super strong? Ah, because Bills is here, that's his job. Being unbelievably powerful and dealing with the likes of Majin Buu is already someone's job in the universe. sure he was doing a pretty shit job at it, but it's also a trait in universe that the gods of destruction are made from mortals who become very strong and then are basically given the job. Maximum mace. Maximum veredicto. Causes damage to an area by activation of veredicto on the ground. Create veredicto's base damage. I'm gonna invest everything into veredicto first. Although to be fair, what's the name of the sword? Ruego al Alba is also really cool. I didn't even know you were there, but my basic movement tactics demand that I touch. Yeah, having build be consistently more powerful than the guys, and even in Dragon Ball after them. Of course, he was not that powerful at the beginning. I need that golden power. I should have executed over there. No, I didn't. I actually unequipped that one. Ah, that doesn't work? Come on. Or did it? I knew it was gonna be another one. Alright, but now I have maximum guild, right? No? I thought that would give me maximum guild, isn't that what they... Guild is at 0, the penalty one will survive a fatal blow, restoring health and battle stacks to maximum. However, guild will also fill up completely. Where is my guild then? Why do you take more than one? For some reason I remember those guys being wireless tanky. I believe adding super powerful characters around the universe again. You don't need the protagonist to be the super most powerful character from the get-go. And those examples are technically good guys. That's another thing that I believe affects this. Like, your good guys can have super powerful good guys. So it's like they are changing the world, but they are not necessarily the end all beyond. And adding rules and mysterious things like Yamamoto could use his maximum power, because if he did, he would literally destroy the world. Seems reasonable. Not the kind of power that you want to be using for any other reason. Unless it's really, really bad. And so the villains do everything to prepare and abuse that situation. In the case of Dragon Ball, Bill just doesn't really care. It's not his job to save Earth specifically. And when it came to him actually doing his job, he did. Specifically when he fight Samus, he just destroyed him. Why did this not give me back my gift? Shortcut. Waterman. Waterman makes no noise when he does it. Is this a bug or is this intentional? Like exposing being deaf? I mean, I don't speak. It wouldn't be the weirdest thing for him to not make noise. Oh, I think you're smart. You are. Oh. Are you serious? He's gonna summon more of the guys. Oh, yeah. What is that? Oh. Well, we're about to find out if it was actually him that just makes no sound or if this is bugs in some way. Because I feel like he should have some very epic music and I'm not sure he did it. There's the dude in the tower. No sound. Really? That's true combo. Oh, he starts throwing it behind him too, okay. gonna get so good. Alright. I find it really weird that it doesn't have music. I'm gonna get out of the game, go back in from it. We'll do some easy while you're not watching, and I'll be back in a moment. You can still listen to me. Good. Mute the audio on this one. Back into the game. Let's see if it was actually a bug or a stylistic choice. No, it was actually a bug. The new had the opposite effect of what I expected. Probably because I'm trying to play it. I have all the balls on the maze right now. The solution is obvious. And it has nothing to do with it. Like this. I need to swap this spell for this other one. And I think that's it. I don't know if this will go to multiple enemies. I hope so. Oh. Hey, what the heck? Do you mind? Give me a second. Oh, okay. Mystery solved. My controller died. pretty well can see. Gets groomed by the power of fire tornado. Damn, what an annoying bastard. There's still room in this place to explore. Like, come on, dude. Are you serious? Ever-growing number of random enemy that's arbitrarily tough. Not arbitrarily tough, but they were too strong to just be random goons. Come on, man, you would. What is this? Why are you refusing? This is awkward, now I'm doing this on the PC.
Desprovisto de dominio suficiente, el milagro fallaba en sus empeños de encarnarse, manifestándose únicamente en forma de enfermedad, deformidad y dolor. Propagaba más y más sus aberraciones, como llagas en una piel enferma, en cuantiosos lugares y en inocentes cuerpos. Paloma, que del azabache tomáis el color. Abandonad ahora vuestra cárcel de oro.
At least we now know that the whole horrible monsters showing around and people acquiring mysterious and extreme suffering, it's apparently not intended. Pretty sure I've seen at least seen that place in the background. Controller disconnected midway has made unforeseen issues. Give me a second what I deal with said unforeseen issues. Why do you continue to refuse me, guys? Close. Open up again. Controller is on. Okay. And we're back. Let's see if they provide the super secret ability, and then we have to go back and find out what's everywhere around us. Sure. Hey! No, I got no idea where this connects. People turning south. Quite biblical. I'm using this mark to buff the mace again. Thunder of Mercy creates shockwaves on the ground on impact. Or increases ridiculous base damage, causes damage from activation. After the ignition strike to chain it into another attack. I cannot afford none of these upgrades. Ridiculous base damage, Thunder of Mercy shockwaves on the ground. But that means I can also do this. Hey, why do I got no regular? Mysterious artifact significantly increases the martyrdom point. No, significant increase to melee damage. At the end of the day, I still get one more martyrdom points. Hey, you cannot move around. Stay in the air so long, it's real nice. Again, making sure I do not forget I have that ability. Complicated. Completely ruined. Come on. If I don't mess it up twice, it should be easy. Let's get the high ground. What is fire or brightly colored oil by mixing cement with different pigments cool to obtain a wide variety of hues which color? Ah, okay. Okay, this is for the Well, this makes sense without me even trying. Okay. I had to come up here eventually anyway. Might as well hit back. Because I need to explore all that is to the left. Come on. I could swear there was only one of those lights when I was coming back. This is locked just in case I cannot come back. So I did not find the answers that I seek. And I'm pretty sure this one is right side. Okay. looks like such a secret room. Lacking characters that are more powerful than the protagonist in a story, when the protagonist is a person who just joined that universe. I feel like it indirectly ruins the world building for those stories. And then you get stuff like solo leveling, which is just our farming themselves. Which I believe it kind of wasted its own premise with the whole guy who was not super powerful because they are given their ranks automatically or whatever in the universe. But he actually worked to get a better rank or something by farming the thing, but then literally giving him access to every single power of every single super monster that he defeated that no one else was able to defeat because he farmed on his own for like a week or I don't know, a month. It strikes me as pretty meh. How does one get all the way here without getting that ability? Is that a thing? Am I missing one? I remember hating those guys in the first game, and I still hate them in this intro. Damage upon activation, shockwaves on the ground. I wanted to see this. Increase miasma damage inflicted. What? But I do not. Or do I? Let's go, burning poisonous insects. My fervor back. I'm gonna have to go remove my guild because I have an ability that is doing nothing right now because my guild is not empty.
Deteneos. El derrumbamiento de este sacro lugar es inminente. Y ya apenas me quedan fuerzas para sostener la entrada a nuestra capilla. Mi nombre es Régula, y este engrandecido cuerpo ante vos no es más que el castigo por un gran pecado que cometí en el pasado. El milagro es justo y me concedió vigor para sostener este umbral. No obstante, cada temblor hunde más estas inmisericordes rocas en mi carne. Si mis brazos cedieran al peso, el santuario quedará sepultado y la santa no podrá ser venerada nunca más. Por piedad, atended a mi súplica. Entre estos estremecimientos pude oír el derrumbe de unas paredes del interior de la capilla. Estoy segura de que un pasaje al interior del santuario se ha abierto desde algún lugar de este laberinto. Os imploro encontrarlo antes de que sea demasiado tarde.
All right. It's probably from the other side. Time for Max. Is it that way? It's not even that far. No need to keep teleporting twice for no reason. This is a super secret place that they wanted me to have. I don't want to consider the implications. Ah, come on. Okay, I'm pretty sure using fire damage does less damage. Which makes sense, I guess, with the fire 24/7. Yeah, I was like, you're gonna explode or just gonna... There's no super secret places. Toronto place that is... Ooh, that's actually just... That just looks sick. We got fire ready here. Yeah, wizard now. She got that cone hat and everything. There was a way down, and I presume the way down is a way to help the other individual down there. IV? Mysterious wax powers. Alright, let's go get a mysterious wax power. They're waiting for us. Grant unto me mysterious wax powers. And then wrong way. I'm already here as well. guys. Come on. Don't give me too much trouble for what they're doing. Imprint of what? Significantly increases no, significantly increases resistance to fire damage, okay. It does increase resistance to all physical damage, yeah. Increasing significant fire. That makes sense to me. Here is immune to fire. Baby. I put everything into the maze. And now the maze is not exactly working. I am not free of sin anyway. Oh, but I cannot change it in here. I need to go to the old man. Okay. Déjame revivir. Estaba wizard in a way. Alright. Finish Lullaby, bro. Oh, I see. Go on. Oh, I see. No. There is a boss right there, and there is a... What is this? dangerous, that's what there's a boat waiting for me right here, so I think we're gonna be doing this first. Hated when enemies play. Know that they can hurt you if they touch you, but you don't. But you can. Devastating slash at superhuman. Upgrades the accuracy of life with a ground level shockwave. Increase the duration of blood pack. I believe I will increase the duration of blood pack. Finally, the super secret, but is this a secret? This is not red sand, but it absolutely works. Ah, come on. It's already got easier just by virtue of not having to explode guys there, so these are because I failed to hit the mirror over here. With my luck. What am I looking at?
Penitente en la amargura. He aquí la venganza del doloroso. Mi nombre es Cesario. Por pedir que hiciera manar leche de este pecho robado. Por rogar alimento para este mío. Todavía puedo oír su dulce voz en el eco que busca salida dentro de las paredes de la acera. En esta tierra, el ruego se vuelve. Ya no hay perdón para mí. Encontrad las semillas de cera y plantadlas en esos hoyos. Brotarán las hermanas que velarán por mi retoño.
Alright, you don't have to. No hits, I'm out. Well, I hope Dudu doesn't take that too far. The hell did I do much? Truly blasphemous. The fuck? I've heard of man but that's ridiculous. Alright. And this little piece of height, finally. It's been 25 years. Collect all items on an ascended playthrough. Increases elemental resistances. Martyrdom, I already have it. Foolish, was I trying to get that power early? My god. Increases missile damage inflicted, increases the base damage of Revolver. I'm looking for something that they don't want to give me. Like there's gotta be an increase healing receivable. There is no increase healing receive, I probably need to use the totems. Should have used that maybe to swap my build. Right. Oh, okay. Oh, what I now what? Oh, okay, so that's how I get to the boss. I'm gonna save before I do that.
Penitente, nuestro vínculo nos... ¿Deseáis que me una a vos en vuestro siguiente enfrentamiento?
Do I want you to help me? I mean, it's cool that you help me, but I feel like you're dying every time you're helping me. That's what's happening. You know what? Different game,
Allí
different
me
outcome.
encontraréis.
better do it first try or she's gonna die or something. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna oh, a slight change of plans here. Where is my poison resistance? Sends to all elemental damage. This is far more poison resistance. Projectiles. Significant increase elemental resistance. Oh, what the? Sorry, I'm not looking at the attack list. You gotta go. So his corpse is gonna be there.
La mirada de un inocente lanzada al cielo, en busca de un atisbo de esperanza ante tanta desolación. No bastó nada más para que, tras grandes nubes que tornaban el atardecer en carmesí, se moldeara del propio aire la forma de un corazón. Oh, inocente visión, hicisteis verdadero el espejismo, apoyándoos en la fe pura. Fue entonces cuando el milagro obtuvo su última oportunidad.
Some clouds look kinda weird and people were like, look at heart, and then the miracle was like, this is my chance. Because everyone believed the heart to be a real thing, it became an actual real thing.
Paloma, que de la...
Oh, invisible city is not invisible no more. I really wanted to give everything to the maces, but I order to do that when bosses seem particularly geared against them. It might... The boss cannot be both immune to magic and fire, right? So... Increases the ability to stun enemies. Upgrades the boosted magical damage. Increases the base damage. Base damage. How did you get here, man?
Salís de la torre que se ha creído cercenada desde siempre. Mas unos pocos sabemos que en realidad... Echad un vistazo a...
One of the seeds for those who dwell in secrecy, the sleepless one will arise for the one in need of genuine protection.
No nos quedan más certezas. Volved más tarde.
Okay. This is for these boys. Baby. Oh, I need to teleport all the way back here. Seriously though, where am I supposed to put the lumps of gold? Taking me, baby. All mysteries are being revealed here. Oh, is this finally the way into this? Emits a shield that prevents damage from enemy contact for a time. I'm sure I'm gonna be using that a lot. Who's this guy? Pretty sure that's where I died. Give me a second, like, I must know. I must look up using the power. Nah, I will refuse. I will look for him for a long time eventually. I will just make a stream called Looking for the Lump of Gold Creature. Excuse me. Has the level evolved? What's closer? That chain thing is so arbitrary, it makes me concerned. Like, is there really a way to get all the way here without unlocking difficulty? Take it, she's dead now? Okay, not really a surprise with that one. Is this on the map? No, I'm gonna put face on the map. There's a creature, mysterious thing in there. Wait, what?
Mi aguardado final. Llevad el rostro del paño al lugar donde nunca debió marcharse. La estatua.
Okay, I'll take your face and I guess I'll keep the face to the statue. Pain streaks depict the shape of a face, blades regular words that the best symbol of veneration of a saint to whom dedicated her life. One night, the young regular will never know if it is this out of curiosity, born crept into the workshop of the famous sculptress of her village. She wanted to be the first to behold her newest piece, the one eagerly awaited by for the activity of the saint. She froze just as she entered, throwing out the presence of such beautiful work, which pain had still to dry. Regula then felt the perverse urge of taking a cloth, pressed down against the face of the saint, stealing out color from the sculpture's visage. Covered her own face with the fabric, pretending that the saint's beauty was now hers. The young one played with her painted cloth, mimicking the pious gesture of the saint, dreaming of the villagers' devotion. After which it was time to leave, lest the sculptor discover her mischief, but upon removing the cloth, she discovered horrified that the reflection of one window showed no features on her face. In its place remained a shapeless stump of ashen flesh, dry and cracked like charwood. Raula's scream pierced the night as she understood the punishment for her sin. Yeah. She really wanted the saint's face, and then they went like, no face for you. 1,000 years no face, you have lost face privileges.
Penitente, ahora que mi rostro ha sido devuelto, puedo hablaros. Mis devotos volverán a esta capilla gracias a vuestros actos y al sacrificio de la beata, que siempre será recordada. Oh, Regula, no busquéis más mi perdón, pues ya lo tenéis. Ahora ya estáis a mi lado. Y podéis descansar vuestra sufrimiento. En cuanto a vos, penitente, agradecida quedaréis. El sacrificio de Reg. Podéis marchar.
Now I have people here showing up. One second. I need to check something. Getting distracted in the middle of things. Another coin. A third, even more ultra extra secret place. Okay. No. What is this? No. You'll never know if it is so aggressive. This seems to be. How many super secret cave locations can a super secret cave possess? There's gotta be a cave diver around here somewhere. You gotta go. Excuse me, come on. I still can't tell what that creature is. Firmly grasp. Come on. So that quest has already been made. She's gonna get devotees or whatever. Release a baby. Now, okay, now I'm gonna use the ring now that I'm here. Use once more. I will allow that. 1500 cubes of atonement was too bad of a price for this. This has already been unlocked. So clearly I am missing something. I have also cleared this one. That time not coming back. It's about time for me to leave, but I want to discover what this secret is. here. I got stuff to give to this man. This thing isn't quite working. Let's get some stuff for the sword. Duration of blood pack, increase damage inflicted when life is low. Record health for execution, and they both give regular respect. Works for me.
Mirad estos bellos óleos. Tenéis mi gratitud. He aquí una nueva piel.
Increase the damage of prayers. Oh. I think I'm good.
Que las manos del milagro.
Must clear myself of sin. I don't know what is the max amount of sin, but man, is that not living?
Deseáis entonces sea, pues, el sacramento ahora.
How many plans do I have now? Not that many.
Ahora os... Traedme más. Ahora mejora. Esperaré. Traedme más. Traed.
Let's give it forward the blood offering enough. Tengo la vida peor. Ah, I ruined it. Oh, this is that guy. That's really nice. But I already have Mega Giga Laser, so... Finally release that one. Does the shop have anything else? Because this is coming to an end. I don't think I have time to explore a new area. Window to perform a block, reduces penalties for accumulation of guilt, slightly increases the damage of prayers. One of the seats for those who dwell in secrecy.
Aquí.
I can now access this place. There is a bunch of stuff that I gotta explore next time. So we will reach the regular predator to save. Until then, well, this has been it for today. Remember, drink water, breathe air, do not eat dirt. Until then, we'll see each other. I don't know how many bosses are left, at least 2. Whatever is the last one and the next bird. See you.